So hi, so today is the first video of my Power BI tutorial. So this is gonna be introduction to Power BI. Then we will actually move to analysis of data, finding out the KPIs from the data, preparing a dashboard like simpler dashboard. Then we will learn about models like how to connect between different data sets. Then learning the DAX queries. Then we will build complex dashboard, and then I'll give you tags for practice. So let's actually start with the introduction to Power BI first topic. Okay. So this is the data set which I have downloaded it from the Kaggle, Kaggle, Kaggle. Okay, so it's you can actually find the data set from there. You can find numerous set of data set. Okay, I have downloaded it from the Kaggle itself. Okay, so this is the data set that I have actually downloaded. So this is what it looks like. Okay, so only simpler columns, so that we will build a very simpler dashboard in the first sense. Okay, first you get a knack of using the Power BI, then we can actually move to complex dashboard. Okay, so this is a data set. So let's move to Power BI desktop. Okay, if you guys don't have Power BI, so it's a free version, you can download it from the internet itself, Power BI desktop. Okay, so I've downloaded it and installed it. So I'm clicking on the open. It's a very simple app, so you do not need to worry about like how do you download and all. It's a very simple thing, so it's just a downloader and you can actually extension, and you can actually uh, install it by yourself. Okay, so this is how the landing page would look like. Okay, so you have blank report, catalog, Excel, SQL server if you have a database, if Power BI also provide learn with sample data. But I will actually click on this get data from the other sources. Okay, so there is an interview questions which I had asked to a person. Okay, so what I had asked him download a data set from the Kaggle. Okay, and load it in the Power BI and do the analysis. That guy has 6 to 7 years of experience on Power BI itself, but he was not able to do it. Why? I'm showing you. So once you click on this import data from Excel, you see my data set. If you actually go back to our data set, it is in the archive folder, download archive folder. Okay, so let's actually move from here. Let's click on import data from Excel. Okay, you can see in the archive folder there is no data set that is available. It's a simple thing, very basic thing. But when we go to the text or CSV, it appears. The reason is that whenever you are downloading dataset from the Kaggle, it is always in the CSV format. Okay, so that is the reason, and this much a 6 year experienced guy could not do it. So I want you to actually learn the most basic thing. Sometimes we or tell them that okay, we should not learn basic things, but these are the absolute basic things which you should have idea about. Okay, so let's first load the data. If you click on open, it will get loaded over here. So it will first show you in an interface like this, like okay, what is the data set that we are having. Okay, perfect. You can actually just click on load. If you know like I would suggest once you actually get matured with Power BI, then you can click on transform data, but for now you can actually click on load. So load and transform data means, load means the data set will appear okay here in the data for doing operations. Transform data is basically when you are doing operations on the data, like doing the data cleaning part and all those sort of stuff. So I'm clicking on the load part. So you can see in the data part, it will actually come. The data will come. So it is getting refreshed. The data is getting loaded in the application. Okay, so you can see here the data is appearing. Okay, so this is where your workbook is. So this is where you will build a dashboard. So let me actually just do a card data over here. So I'm clicking on the card, it is appearing here. So I want to show the insurance USD. Okay, I can drag and drop, and all these things will appear over here. Okay, so this is it. So whenever there is, you can see this E symbol kind of thing, summation symbol. So this is basically in numbers. Okay, so whenever you see this number, these are numbers basically. Okay, so you can do summation, you can do average, you can do a hell lot of things which you can do in a number field. Okay, so let's go back to the so this is where exactly the visualization data will appear. We will do that in the next part. So let me show you around first. Okay, just a basic thing. So you see this is the report view. Okay, let's go to the table view where you will see the data. So this is the data. We have country, city, university, program, label, duration, tuition, how much it will cost, living cost, rent, visa fee, insurance, and exchange rate. So it is basically like international education cost, like how much a student is gonna pay around whenever he is or she is pursuing education in other countries. That is what this data set is all about. So here you will do the transformation, we will do later part on the video series. Then this is the model view, we will get back to it. So all the data, so I have only uploaded one CSV file, so this is exactly why it is showing here. If I upload another CSV file, then it is gonna show it another here, and then we need to connect it similar to the SQL. Okay, then we have a DAX queries option. Okay, do not get frightened by it, we are gonna learn about bit by bit everything. Okay, so let's go back to that. So here there is two major thing where which you should learn about. Okay, two major thing. So one is the measure. What is a measure? So basically measure is basically whenever you are actually doing a calculation on the entire column, that is where the measure will come along. Okay, when you're doing entire column, supposedly you have a, let's say you have a insurance USD field. Okay, and insurance means every country has insurance. You want to do sum, you want to do average. When you are calculating on an entire column, that is when the measure will come along. But when you are doing entire column, like when you're adding another column for each row wise data cleaning, when you're doing, that is when you have to do a thing called as, let me show you, that is the thing which you should be doing it as like a column. Okay, adding the columns part. So this is exactly where the data set is where the data set will happen. Okay, you can add column over here. So there is conditional column, there is all of these columns we will be actually learning. I do not want you to actually like get confused right now. So main two part I'm gonna give a thrust about is that like transforming like a column and measure in the next part of video. How do we do a simple analysis? Okay, so let's close and apply, because we have not done touched any data, so we do not have anything to apply. So let's close it, and this is exactly what it is all about. Okay, so in from the next video we will be learning a bit more about measure, how to do measure, how to add columns, how to clean data, how to analyze the data, build out KPIs, and build a beautiful dashboard around it. Okay, so hopefully you guys have liked it. Please do suggest if you need anything else, or is there anything that you want to add or anything that you wanted to say to me from your comment sections, or through direct message. Thank you very much for actually hanging out.